Welcome to Sure Voice. And how are you all doing today? I want to have sort of a free flowing conversation about a number of topics that are close to my heart that relate to what is the purpose of being a singer. And sometimes we feel it's a something that isn't so important. Oh, it's for entertainment, and we end up putting ourselves down and sort of feeling like we're a luxury item or something we don't really need in today's world. Oh, AI can create songs. Oh, I can go in auto tune. It doesn't really matter if I sing in tune or not. I can just get some beats that are already created. I don't even have to compose those. I can just sort of have a raspy sound and just sort of talk, and people call that singing. And doesn't seem like what the gift that we have is of much value unless we go into a field which is extremely competitive and difficult, like opera, which does actually require many standard rubrics that you must have, and if you're going to be an opera singer, but you don't really have to have in the pop and contemporary world, as far as musical training, voice quality, stamina, and uh, languages, acting that opera requires. Not to mention the collaboration with the musicians, knowing how to work with the conductor, with the stage director. But I want to point out that every person's voice, well, I'm talking about the singer's voice, those who are blessed with talent for singing. You can carry a tune, you hear a tune once or twice, you pick it up right away. That means you have a good musical ear. You even have an ear for languages, perhaps. And you can memorize quickly. You enjoy singing. Your tone quality is above average. You're coachable, you're trainable. So then you have your voice, and your voice is like your fingerprint. It's a unique signature, right? They want now to have voice IDs. Well, when you're singing, the vibrations of your voice emanate from your soul and from your body and go out into the ether and go touch the etheric natures of the audience and touch their soul. And even if they're just hearing a recording, you can hear the essence of the soul through the voice. So if you are looking to make a career or to make some sort of impact with your voice so that you can feel you're fulfilling your purpose, it doesn't mean, by the way, that you have to have huge hits that everybody knows about to fulfill your purpose as a singer. But you do need an audience, and you have to start building it. And the beautiful thing about living in the 21st century, because the title of this is called Why Sing in the 21st Century, is that through agencies like YouTube, Instagram, your camera, you now can actually build an audience from your own home, walking down the street, or going and mixing with some pre-recorded tracks that I just mentioned, and your own voice and your own lyrics, or singing cover songs of other great composers. You can share on YouTube, you can share on Rumble, and start building an audience without having to travel all over the country to go on tours, as so many of us used to have to do in the past. We still have to do that if we want to get anywhere, but you can share your gift, and you can share your healing power that comes through you when you're connected to that gift. So, don't get dissuaded by thinking, well, what's the point? On the other hand, we also don't want to get so super inflated in our mind that we hype ourselves up into something more than we are. And then we feel always that we're never living up to our potential. And I know I'm speaking of, I've had those moments too, where I feel, well, what am I doing? Or what did I do? Or did I do enough? To be a performer and to put yourself out there, any effort that we do to do that is pat ourselves on the back, because it's hard to do. And we are living in a society where that sort of self-effort is hard, because we're not getting huge subsidies from the government. We don't have, since COVID, so many of our public venues are not used the same as they used to. So it's not as easy to go out and get that place to sing, in a concert venue that's modestly affordable that you can fill up. But before you sing, you have to have an audience. Of course, we're also, if you want to really be singing more professionally, then you need an agent of some kind. There are a lot of online organizations now that are reaching out to young singers. I'm talking mainly here about the classical singer. You still need an agent to try to get you work and to publicize you. So this is just a small talk on a big subject, and I'm something that we can talk about in some group format, like what are the obstacles, what are the hindrances that keep us from sharing our songs. Now, before you go and share your songs, well, caveat here, it's a good idea to gather in person people that you respect. It could be two people that have some knowledge of the music industry, and just share what you've done. Now, you don't need them to say, oh yeah, you have to share, and they don't have to give you an A+, but you do want to get some sort of feedback. Where are you in relation to certain standards, That being said, there's all kinds of taste, and all kinds of people like all kinds of different art and style. You don't have to get an okay from anybody in the music business before you put it out there, but be prepared to get reactions. So I'm a little bit under the weather today. My voice is a little froggy, and we've had this very bad weather, but I haven't posted for a while because I've been getting my health really back, and doing more work live with my current students. And before I end this little short talk on why sing in the 21st century, why? Because it's easier today to gain an audience, even a small following, than ever before, and be heard. You may not get paid, but you're going to get heard. And then as you continue to find ways to promote yourself and to attach yourself maybe to good causes, volunteer to sing for an event that you feel passionately about. That's, call up an organization a local organization, say, I'm a singer, I do this kind of music, and I'd like to perform for you for your event for free to help raise money. I'm looking to build up my career. You can be very straightforward about that. But remember, whenever you are performing, you always want to start it small, just a couple friends in your home first, just test it out, so that you're training your performing nervous energy, not to freak out when there's people there. Because every time we actually perform with an audience, we're going to have more energy, and that energy can translate into more nervous energy that may affect your singing or make your performance even better. Depends on how it affects you. So I hope this little missive was of service for you. And just do note that I'm no longer offering free consultations. I am offering a 30% discount on your first trial lesson, after which I would evaluate where you're at. We can talk about what kind of goals you're looking for, and it's at that time that I could give you an idea of what kind of package or what kind of lesson system would work best for you and what the price ranges are for that. I do work in Zoom and in person. I'm in Cincinnati, and I look forward to hearing from you. Shur voice. And today is a rainy day, but hopefully it's a little more sunshiny in your heart.